Oh, we're basically starting right where we left off. The tarp is holding up really well. And let me see, it's going to be another several days of good weather. They had that last rainstorm. Um, it, all the water ran right off the tarp, no problem at all. There were a few holes that I patched, no big deal. And so we're in good shape. I kind of feel like I can relax a little bit now because the whole structure is, the water isn't getting in, and it's not going to get in. Tarp's working, its roof is pitched, so now I can just cut wood and put it up there without feeling like I'm in a bit of a panic, and just get this thing done. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to it and start on trying to basically finish the ridge joists, whatever they're called, that are on the very top of the roof, and just keep moving on. I don't think I've taken a clip in several days, but what we're looking at here are all the these beams here are all the roof joists or roof rafters, whatever you want to call them, for the lower section. The upper section has had all of its rafters put in, as you can kind of see through the window there. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I left off, but it's been a few days since the last time I took a clip, and we basically just getting like odds and ends done, like random little things. So this is one thing behind me. There's this triangle here that had to fit in this area above the wall, below the roof. It's basically, it doesn't do anything other than act as a place to nail on the zip panel. So as you can also see, though, we have the zip panel there. We've run basically a whole another course across the front wall. We did one panel over on the other side, not fully nailed and taped, so it's not really done. Just trying to take advantage of as much of Val's time as possible. And then we got this guy up here. We got a few joists above me on the porch here, 2 on the end. And then all of the joists are done on the upper roof. So things are getting close. On Tuesday, I got the supports coming in for the upper roof, which means that once those are in, which I think they should be quick, then I can start getting on the paneling. So tomorrow, we actually are starting to talk about windows now and doors, and we're going to the store and all that kind of thing for that. So things are moving along in that direction. Tomorrow I hit the store to go talk about windows, hopefully get all of these things up. And then on Tuesday, if it's not raining too much, supposed to be thunderstorms, then I'm going to be doing roofing. And that's going to be cool because then, we don't need the tarp over the entire thing. Things start to get waterproofed. So, I need the nail gun. That would be good. I'm getting the porch rafters up. And it's deciding to rain, but staying pretty dry in here. Just found one spot on the floor that's getting a little wet, but the drip seems to be resolved. The porch roof is now fully up for the rafters. I'm working on this blocking, which I'm going to need to do here. I'm also going to need to do it up there and on the far end, but I can't do those until I get the big supports in up there, which should be coming today. It's supposed to. Yeah, we're getting really, really close, but it's just, we're not there yet, and we're at the point where it's like these little things take longer than I wish they would, and I really just want to get that decking up there because I want to get this house waterproofed. So yeah. Just keep on going. Gotta get this, one step at a time. Once I get this done all the way over, then that's another thing off the list. So, well, that blocking is all done, and fortunately they did come with the big wood, so I got one piece just kind of sitting there, the one going across, and I'm working on getting, these are called what are they? Cripples, I think they're called, something like that. Cripple ties. Basically, they go on the very top, and then that big one you saw goes on the bottom. And I'm just doing one nail, moving along, do the whole row, because moving the ladder's a pain. I just did that one fully just to make sure everything was all set. And I'm just gonna go swing these up to the other side once I get to that side. use a level, nail it over there, come back again, nail it over here. So it's like a triple pass. And then that'll be all set. And then I go back and do all the big guys, cut them, nail them in. And then finally, there's gonna be one coming all the way down, which kind of ties everything together and makes it so nothing can sag. It's getting crowded up here. So this is about eye level, standing on the ceiling joist. So you can see why this is not going to be an upstairs room. We got the supports for the collar ties are up there, I think they're called. And then we got these rafter ties down below. And then these vertical things kind of just keep everything from sagging, I think is what they're supposed to be doing. So I got just the remainder to do of these. And it's definitely hot up here. So this, let me see, once this is done, we got blocking, ladders, and the triangles, the end wall triangles. And then that will be the end of the framing. Everything else is sheathing. And we're getting very close to the end. As you might be able to see up here, the blocking is done now on the roof. So I took off, oh, actually, is that one attached? No, okay, yeah. I took off all of the scrap supports, so now the roof is actually like fully freestanding on its own, you know, as it's supposed to be. The only thing it doesn't have on it is the sheathing. You can see there's more blocking there. It's all done. So now there's two last pieces. There's the ladders and the triangles. The ladders are related to the roof. The triangles are related to the walls, the wall sheathing. So the ladders are these things. So there will be like, I don't know, 8 of them, something like that. There's a bunch. And each of them are 8 foot long. They just get attached to the outside edge of the roof, and that creates the lip so that water, when it comes down, it drips, you know, away from the house. So that went together pretty quick, not super quick, but Val came up with a good idea for how I can get them up there on the roof solo, which leaves more time for us together on the weekend to do the sheathing and stuff. So we're getting there. We are super close. This is, you know, I can probably count on one hand the number of days it's going to be until this thing is fully framed and sheathed, and, you know, no windows and doors, but we can use some tarps for that. It's not a big deal. And there won't be this need to have like a giant tarp over the entire thing. The only thing we're going to have to cover is the very top of the roof where there's like a gap for the ridge board. And that's venting and whatnot. But yeah, so almost there. Well, it's been many days since the last clip I took. We lost some time due to weather. One big bummer was one of the weekend days when Val was around. We lost it due to weather. And we have the front, I'll show you in a second, but we have the front fully zipped. You know, we got this side fully sheathed, nailed, taped. And as you can see on the top there, we're working on the ladders. It's going okay. Yeah, I'll just say it's going okay. It's a good thing that I'm still at the construction phase and things can be kind of like pushed around and bent around and whatnot. They don't have to be perfect. I can, you know, make things look good at the finishing layer. There's basically like, there's little gaps. There's like, you know, 1/4 inch or whatever gap that kind of forms, maybe a little less, but it's okay. My OCD isn't liking it, but it's fine. So with extreme difficulty, standing up on this and like pushing to get that up, I got it up there and I tacked it in with 2 screws. It's not in the right spot, obviously, it needs to come down, but it's not tremendously heavy up there, but it is tremendously slippery. So in order to get it to the right spot and be able, because I got to be on the back side, the uphill side, in order to do it, and then I got to be able to see, like, you know, making sure it's in the right spot. I built this. So I'm basically gonna screw in here into the end of the rafters, and this here is a 2-inch gap. Oh, wait a minute. that's going to the end of the rafters, I need this to be a 2-inch cap. Okay, so I screwed that up, but you get the idea. That's what I'm trying to do. I'll just fix that up. Probably gotta make a new piece, but anyway, I'll fix that up, get it so it's actually 2 inches, and then I can just have it slide down gently, rest on this, and then line it up on, you know, make sure the edge is on the rafter. You can see it's mostly there. It's actually not completely. Get the edge, worry about that edge, and then I know the bottom's good, and then I can just cut off this end because it's gonna be too long. I'll just go back later when it's all done. I'll do a chalk line from here down, and I'll just go cut that off with a circular saw. That's working pretty well. Now I just got to finish nailing that up and then do this that many more times. Using the tractor and a couple of these straps here to pull more sheets up. Getting close. I think we actually caught a break in the weather window, and it might actually be sunny, not sunny, but not raining between now and when we can finish this roof. So if that's true, that's great, because putting that tarp on it's very, very difficult. But yeah, I think we're gonna be able to make it and get it all covered in and all that. The eye, Hornet, and dodged into the house, basically. Side number 2, fully nailed. Got to go to the store to get some more tape, and then we'll be able to finish this thing off.
And that's how we get the boards up there.
So as you can see, we are very close to being done, and the bugs suck. And I highly doubt we're gonna get this done during daylight to be able to really show you. And then we're throwing a tarp over it. So I took that last shot just because that might be the last full light shot that I can get. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
This is the last one going up. It's up there. They're all up there.
All done. We ended up not putting the tarp on last night because the rain wasn't going to come, and it was getting slippery up there with the rain. So you can see there's still obviously, these are jagged. So I'm going to be basically running like a 2-inch or 1.5 inch margin around there, and I'm gonna trim the whole thing with a circular saw. So that's basically all the big stuff is done. So what this is basically marking is the end of the mad rush. We've built a structure. There used to be a random like little hill with some grass on it here, and now there's this. So we're done for the big things. You can still see like over here there's a couple panels missing. We'll get that in, trim up the top, but life is gonna kind of go back to a bit more of a normal cadence, being able to like go do things and not be working on this all the time. So videos are gonna get a little more sparse, and you know, I'm gonna have like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing today and we'll get that done. Just be able to work on other projects. I have something else I've been neglecting that I need to get back to. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you later.